Welcome back to our class. Don't forget to subscribe if it is your first time to visit our channel. We have short-sightedness. What does it mean? Short sight. It means that you can see objects which are near in short distance. Short sight. That's why it's called short-sightedness. Then it means that you can't see objects which are far. So it's an ability, is the ability of the eye to see nearby object, but cannot see objects in a distance or objects which are far, more than 6 meters from the individual. This defect may be caused by, number one, eyeball is too long. It means that the eyeball is too long, whereby the image is formed in front of the retina. The cornea is being too curved for the length of the eyeball. Then it means that if it is too curved, then it means that the light is being bent too much compared to how it's supposed to be bent. Image is then forms in front of the retina. And then inability of the lens to change, inability of the lens to become less convex. So if it becomes less convex, then it means that the object, the light will be bent more, and then it forms in front of the retina. So the normal vision, the image is supposed to form here by the retina. But because now, number one, the eyeball is too long, this eyeball is too long, so the image does not form on the retina. It can't move up to the distance of the eye to finish this distance. So it forms in between. The focal length of this lens is not by the retina, is in between here, and then the image falls in between. Oh, the cornea is too curved. It means that this cornea in front here, it bends this light more. By the time it falls on the lens, it's already bent too much, and then it ends up forming the image in between. Or inability of the lens to become less convex. It means that the lens remains big, and then refracts this light more with a high power, and then it forms the image in between. It does not reach the retina. You can treat this defect by wearing glasses which are concave. It means that at least you put a concave glass here which diverges this light so that it appears to be like an object coming from near object. And then it means that this light rays will be bent to, it means that now this image will be shifted to the retina. Then you'll be able to see the object, This is what I'm trying to say, that you put what you call a concave lens. This concave lens tries to bend light and then shifts this image which is formed here to the retina. Now the image will be formed onto the retina. Then number two, we have what called the long-sightedness. It means that you can see objects which are far, long distance, but you can't see objects which are near. It's the ability of the eye to see distant object, but you can't see nearby objects. The defect may be caused by, number one, the eyeball is too short. It means that the image is going to form behind the retina is too short. Yes, the distance supposed to travel. The focal length of the lens is going to be behind the what? The retina. And then the image is formed behind the retina. Number two, the cornea is being less curved. It means that the length of the eyeball is what? Is short. And then it means that the image is being formed behind the retina. Then inability of the lens to become more convex so that it can bend this light to the retina. So it means that its power is less. It can't refract this light onto the retina. So it just have to pass out. It's like if you have the stopping, you are supposed to stop at a certain point and you are running, because the speed is too much, yes, you end up bypassing that point and then you stop after the point. So that's how it is. It means that the power of this light is too much. Therefore, the lens fails to stop or to bend this light to the retina, and then the image ends up forming behind the retina. Then if you look at the picture here, it shows what really is happening. This is the normal vision. The image is formed in the retina, but on the long-sightedness abnormal eye, or eye with the defect, the image is formed behind the retina. So our job now is to bring this back to here. So what do we do? We need to reduce this beam, so the wideness of this beam, so that the image is brought back to the retina. So how do we treat this? We treat it by wearing what you call the convex lenses. What do? Convex lenses, they bend the light. If it is convex, it means that they bend the light. It becomes, it converges the light. By the time it reaches the lens, then the light has been converged. Then the third one is what called astigmatism. Astigmatism is when the cornea of the lens, the cornea or the lens is not equally round in all directions. Light is not focused evenly on the retina. Then it means that you'll be seeing multiple images. This leads to, number one, blurry vision. Number two, headache. It means that you can't see. It's like having a phone and video calling someone, and someone is shaking the phone. So it becomes, you start to feel that headache. That's what happens to a person who is suffering from astigmatism. Then you have the squinting of the eyes, So what happens? It means that the eyes are not proper in the socket. Person who is suffering from astigmatism has multiple images are being formed. So now the brain becomes confused which image is to be interpreted. However, it's going to interpret everything, and then it's going to bring back the effect. You'll be seeing multiple images. That's why you have what you call the blurry vision. Treatment. How do you treat this? Number one, you can treat it by putting on glasses with prescription lenses. It means that it depends on the severity of your astigmatism. Then the prescription of lenses will be given to you. Then contact lenses. It means that you can put it on your eye so that it can change, or it can bring about the normal focusing of the image. Then lastly, laser therapy. Then it means that you can cut off that cornea, or you can scoop it out so that it becomes evenly distributed. The last one is what called cataracts. Cataracts is like milk substance in your eye. It occurs when a clear transparent lens becomes cloudy and opaque. It means that it does not allow light to go through, resulting in a blurry vision. This is this is the normal eye, and then this is the person with the cataracts, how it looks like. It clouds, it becomes like milk, and then it solidifies. The lens solidifies, and then you won't be able to see. So it means that the lens cannot even change its shape. Why? Because it has solidified. How do you treat it? Treat it by doing a surgery, or surgery to replace the lens with the synthetic lens. It means that we remove the lens which was there, and then we put the one which is synthetic, which means that the one which is manufactured, man-made lens. Here are some of the questions you can try and then do them. You can pause the video and then you do them, and then see if you can get the correct answer. I'm not going to discuss them, but you can pause the video, you do them. So these are some of the answers for the basically, yes. So if you have any question related to life science, you can write it in the comments under the video, or you can WhatsApp us, then we'll be able to help you out. The human ear.